Hello, this is the second part of the series of videos that show you how to configure RSETPy to download MODIS data. So in the previous video we left off with the downloads.in configuration file. This video will pick up with the MODIS_2010.in configuration file, which tells RSETPy to download 2010 data from MODIS. And then we'll show you running RSETPy to download the data and then the results of the run. Now that we've configured the downloads.in configuration file to tell RSETPy to read the MODIS_2010.in text configuration file, now we're going to edit that file, the MODIS file. So again, I'm going to go to my Start menu, Notepad, Run as Administrator, Open all files. Now, if you remember in the downloads.in, which I'm going to go ahead and open first, you see that the file was specified as downloads / and then the MODIS_2010.in file name. That means that it's in the downloads directory in the same directory that this downloads.in file is in. So we're going to go ahead and open that now. So remove change it to all files, and you can see the downloads directory in the same directory as the downloads.in file. So we'll open downloads, and there's the MODIS_2010.in, so we'll open that. Okay, so this file's a little bit more complicated. What you really just need to know is, and this is the default file that comes with the RSETPy installation, what you just really need to know is that groups to process here, this variable, it contains a list of groups which are specified down here under the groups section, which I'm highlighting. So we have some default values here. So I'm just going to add in the groups to process list MODIS 03 dataset for 2010. So I'm going to copy from this line that's commented out, and you can see the pound sign right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put that, and then I'm going to also copy the group name DWL past mod 02 1KM 2010. So I'll copy that and then paste it, and make sure you have the comma at the very end of the groups to process list, otherwise it won't work properly. Okay, so that's telling us to download or to process the groups that are specified under this section here, under the group section. And so in these group definitions, we're going to modify the group definitions so that they download data to a certain directory, to a directory that you specify, and also for a specific, for some date range. So we really don't have to change much as far as the the default options already go. So we already had the download past MODIS 11 L2 2010 group, so we're going to look for that. That was the first one in our groups to process list. And here it is, so I'm highlighting it, you see here. This is the name of the data set. That's how it's going to be stored locally. This is telling RSETPy to download via FTP. And this is the dest store path. This value is specifies where we're going to download. So I'm going to change that. I have an external drive that has a letter value of E, so I'm going to change that to E:8 and then slash. You don't have to keep the Windows backslash paradigm here. Python will understand it if it's a slash. I'm also going to want to download for the whole month of January, so I'm going to change the start date to 2010-01-01. And then I'm going to change the end date to 2010-01-31. So, and then everything else you keep the same. These values already point to the proper locations to download the data. So the second group to process was the DWL_past_mod03_2010. So let's look for that. Oh, it's right here. So then the name mod03, that's the name of the data set, that's how it'll be stored. Again, download via FTP. I'm going to change it back to the E drive, like I was saying, like I said for the last data set, and then again for the same length of time. So 2010-01-01, and for end date 01-31. And we'll keep everything else the same. Finally, the last group to process was the DWL_past_mod021KM_2010. So let's look for that one. It's right here. You can see the name is specified, download via FTP. We're going to change the destination path to the E drive, and then we're going to change the start and end date to be the month of January of 2010. Okay, so now that is configured, now all those values are configured, we go ahead and save this and close Notepad.